Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, who is that? Not because you don't recognize yourself, but because time has added new stories to your face, the laughter, the tears, and everything in between. It's strange, isn't it? How the person you see feels familiar, yet different. Aging is a journey we all take, full of surprises, some good, some challenging. It's not just about how we look. It's about how we grow, change, and adapt to life's twists and turns. Today, I want to share the truth about getting older, the ups, the downs, and why it's all worth it. If that sounds like something you want to explore, hit that subscribe button and stick around. The physical realities. Let's start with the part everyone notices first, the physical changes. Aging isn't just about gray hair or wrinkles. It's in the subtle shifts that catch you off guard. One day, you wake up and your back feels stiff. You bend down to pick something up, and suddenly your knees remind you of every step you've ever climbed. Remember those late nights where you could party, eat junk food, and wake up feeling great? Yeah, those days fade fast. Now, a late snack means heartburn, and staying up past midnight feels like a wild adventure. Your knees creak, your back protests, and stretching becomes less about fitness and more about survival. But you know what? It's okay. These changes are part of the story you've lived. Every ache and scar is a reminder of the life you've experienced, the miles you've walked, the work you've done, and the love you've given. Slowing down isn't giving up. Here's the tricky part: energy. It's no secret that as we age, it feels like our batteries drain faster. Climbing a flight of stairs or carrying groceries can leave you out of breath, and you might find yourself reaching for that extra cup of coffee more often. But here's the thing: your mind, it still dreams, plans, and wants to explore. It's like having a car with a slightly smaller gas tank. You can still go places. You just need to pace yourself. Slowing down doesn't mean giving up. It's about finding a new rhythm that works for you. The emotional roller coaster. Let's talk about feelings. Life has a way of piling on the lessons as we age. You start to notice the goodbyes, more the friends who drift away, the loved ones you lose, and even the dreams that change. It's tough, isn't it? Every loss leaves a little scar on your heart. You start thinking about your own life too. Have you done enough? Made the right choices? These questions can feel overwhelming, but they're also an opportunity to reflect. The truth is, every choice you've made, good or bad, brought you to where you are now. And that's something to be proud of. Dealing with expectations. One of the hardest things about aging is the pressure to have it all figured out. By now, society says you're supposed to have a perfect life, a stable job, a house, maybe a family. But what if you don't? What if you're still figuring things out? Here's what I've learned. There's no deadline for living your best life. Whether you're 30, 50, or 70, you're allowed to grow, change, and dream. The only timeline that matters is your own. Don't let anyone make you feel like you're running out of time. The changing faces of friendship. As we grow older, friendships change too. Some people move away, others get busy with their families, and a few just drift apart. Your circle might get smaller, and that can feel lonely. But here's the good news. The friends who stick around, they're the real deal. They're the ones who show up when it matters, who don't care how long it's been since you last talked. And while making new friends can be harder as we age, it's always worth the effort. Connection is one of life's greatest gifts. The comparison trap. Let's be honest, comparing ourselves to others is so easy, especially with social media. You scroll through your feed and see people traveling, achieving big goals, and looking flawless. It's hard not to think, why isn't my life like that? But here's the thing, those posts don't show the full story. Everyone has struggles, they just don't post about them. Your journey is your own, and it's worth celebrating, no matter how it looks compared to someone else's highlight reel. The bright side of aging. Now, let's talk about the good stuff because yes, there's a lot of it. With age comes wisdom. You start to see what really matters. The small joys, a warm cup of tea, a heartfelt conversation, or a quiet evening with someone you love become more precious. You also learn the power of saying no. You stop trying to please everyone and start focusing on what makes you happy. It's freeing to let go of expectations and just live your life, your way. Learning to love yourself. Another gift of getting older, self-acceptance. The insecurities you had when you were younger start to fade. You realize you don't need to be perfect because, honestly, who is? You begin to love yourself, flaws and all. Those wrinkles, they're proof of a life full of smiles. Those scars, they're reminders of your strength. You start to see beauty in the things that make you unique. Aging isn't always easy, but it's a journey worth taking. It's a chance to grow, to learn, and to embrace life in all its messy, beautiful complexity. So, if you're feeling the weight of the years, remember, you're not alone. Every wrinkle, every story, every lesson is a part of who you are. And that's something to celebrate. If this video resonated with you, hit that subscribe button and join me for more conversations about life, growth, and everything in between. Thank you for spending this time with me.